This is the podcast overview for week 12, where we will be covering chapter 11, self-regulation, physical activity, and exercise. So this is sort of the second part of stress self-regulation, which involves physical activity and exercise as the regulation methods of choice. So here's your quick overview of what you'll be doing this week. There's no reading out of the McGonagall text. It's just chapter 11 from the Harrington text. To look at the objectives, you can click here and listen to the podcast overview I did of all of these objectives, just kind of outlining them and going over them for you. Your lecture slides are here. And I didn't put any videos this week, kind of a little bit of a lighter week for you, hopefully going into Thanksgiving. But your discussion posts this week will all center around the Harrington chapter. The first question asks, how do lack of physical activity and depression contribute to each other? So speaking about the research here, okay. Why could engaging in regular physical activity have a protective effect against later developing depression? So lots of studies done on people who are very physically active are less likely to develop depression. So what is there to that? Why is that the case? I'm going to look at some of the research and talk about that here. Then with you, how much physical activity do you get on a daily basis? If you currently have a low level of physical exercise, what I want you to do is complete the insight exercise on page 334. It's exercise 11.1. And try to identify what your barriers are to exercise. I mean, you know yourself better than anyone. Would you say that currently you have a low level, medium level, or high level of exercise? And if you're low, let's identify what some of the barriers are and what would be a first step towards implementing some of the strategies discussed in the chapter for being more physically active. If you are currently at a level that is moderate to high physical exercise, what strategies do you employ to boost your activity levels? What are you doing? What do you use? How do you get creative with being more physically active? And then lastly, what is it about engaging in regular physical activity that makes it an effective strategy for managing stress? So here you want to use some examples from the chapter. In your own opinion now, how does it rank with other stress management strategies? So we've talked a lot about various stress management strategies, cognitive, behavioral, all different strategies. Now, how does this compare to exercise and physical activity? How could it effectively be combined with other strategies to maximize its overall effect? So give me some examples, give me some ideas. If you were to sort of develop a good plan of stress reduction, what might your plan include when it comes to other strategies as well as physical activity? And that is going to do it for this week. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me and let me know. Thanks, everyone.